Everyone's been freaking out recently because TikTok's been suspending a ton of accounts that had access to TikTok affiliates through the back-end workaround hack. And if you didn't already know, there was two ways essentially before to get access to TikTok affiliates. The first way was to simply grow a page to 5,000 followers, then apply to TikTok Shop for creators. And then this allowed you to then link other people's products in your videos and make a commission. And tons of people have been making a killing doing this. The only problem is the 5,000 follower requirement. So that meant that most complete beginners couldn't start it right away. They needed to spend the upfront time and effort to then become eligible first. That was until the second workaround method was discovered. And essentially, if you opened up a TikTok shop, which anyone that lives in a country TikTok shop is allowed in, can do quickly, and then linked a page to that TikTok shop in the back end of your seller dashboard, the page you linked would get instant access to TikTok affiliates, whether it had 5,000 followers or 5. And that meant that anyone could start TikTok affiliates the same day that they heard about how great of an opportunity it was and start making videos, start linking products, and start earning commissions almost immediately. Until a few weeks ago, about early May, when TikTok realized that too many people were taking advantage of this loophole. And they start removing access to affiliates for any page that did not have 5,000 followers. And that's where we are today, with many in the e-commerce space talking about how unfair this is and singing doom and gloom like this was the only opportunity to make money and it's now been taken away from them. But I think that this is actually a good thing, right? See, when the barrier to entry goes up and up and up, well, competition goes down and down and down. And now, since a lot of those accounts have been suspended and there's a lot less people making product videos linking to affiliate products, there's a massive void in the marketplace and we can fill it. So, how then can you get a page to 5,000 followers the quickest? What's the best method so you can get access to TikTok affiliates as fast as possible and then take advantage of all the product opportunities now that are out there because they aren't oversaturated and there aren't as many sellers? So there's two methods that actually work to get your page to 5,000 followers fast, right? And I'll break them both down here in a second, along with something that I definitely would not recommend doing unless you just want to waste your time and waste your money. But before I do that, I want to introduce you to another tool that can help you increase your e-com sales, whether you sell on TikTok Shop, Shopify, Amazon, Etsy, or really wherever. Most beginner sellers are too focused on getting the initial customer, and don't get me wrong, that is obviously super important. But acquiring a new customer can cost 5 times more than retaining an existing customer that you already have, which means it's 5 times easier to sell a previous customer that you've already sold once again, whether that's the second transaction, whether that's an upsell, a coupon code to return, whatever. And that's where OmniSend comes in. Not only will this help you collect and convert new customers, but it'll help you keep them and allow you to remarket to them and stay in front of them with follow-up offers and upsells as well, all automatically. And that means you can get more product reviews for your products with follow-up campaigns, thus increasing the conversion rate of future customers. It also means that you can increase the average lifetime value of each customer that you are able to convert and build a relationship with them through both email and SMS marketing, again, on autopilot. So check out OmniSend through the link in the description if you're interested in making even more money off every single customer that you've worked so hard to sell. It's a no-brainer for every e-com seller. So then, let's talk about how you can get your TikTok page to 5,000 followers as fast as possible. There's two main methods that I've used to do this on different accounts. First and foremost is the paid option, okay? So it costs a decent amount of money, but it takes the least amount of time, and you can have a page up to 5,000 followers in about a week to maybe 2 weeks realistically, sometimes faster if you want to spend a little bit more money a lot quicker. And that is to buy followers. Now, when I say buy followers, I do not mean to go to some sketchy website that you found on Google and purchase fake bot followers. One, this is a horrible idea for your page anyway because it'll just leave you with 5,000 plus ghost followers. So even if you could get accepted this way. When you do get to post a product video in the future, they would most likely barely get any views. The reason being, TikTok shows your product videos to a baseline pool of people that follow you first to gauge how captivating your audience finds this specific video that you just posted. And if you have thousands of fake followers, then your videos will never get past that initial audition stage and never get to the For You page or go viral, since your followers are fake and don't actually care about your content. And even if that didn't matter at all, which it obviously does, you can't get accepted to the program this way anyway. Trust me, I've tried. I've literally tested it on 2 separate accounts and paid for followers myself just to see if it was possible to report back to you. I've also tried this with TikTok series as well. And when you apply, TikTok rejects you instantly or very quickly, saying that your account does not qualify because somehow the algorithm knows that your followers aren't real or something is off. So do not do this. It is not worth it. It will not work, and it will just waste your time and your money. But you can purchase followers through TikTok themselves. You can run TikTok ads and get page followers and get 5,000 followers relatively fast. I do not mean boosting your videos from within the TikTok app, though. That seems to have the worst conversion rates and is by far the most expensive way to do it. So instead, you want to sign up for a business.tiktok account, and then you want to connect a page that you'd like to grow to 5,000 followers to your new business account. Then you want to create a new ad. Then you want to choose community interaction. So the goal is to then get more followers. And we're going to keep the same demographics and interest the way they are. Don't make them any more specific. We want to keep them broad. Now, for location, US would obviously be ideal here, because assuming you're making content with the end goal in mind to convert US-based buyers to purchase from US TikTok shop products, that would make the most sense, because the people that you're then getting are also potential buyers, right? Although that is definitely going to be more expensive per follower, and I'm no stranger to that. So if your main goal is to simply get to 5,000 followers as cheap and as fast as possible, then select all the countries available there that are not the US and not Canada. So that would be like Egypt, Morocco, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and I think there's a few of them there. I think there's like 7 or 8 other ones, right? Keep in mind, to optimize your ad spend so you get followers the cheapest, you can monitor the cost per follower of each of these specific audiences during your ad campaign. And if there's any glaringly obvious ones that cost a significant amount more, then just come back into your ad and turn those specific countries off. We're obviously going to select TikTok as well, since we plan to run these ads on TikTok to get followers. And then on the next page, just make sure that follow is still selected and input your budget. So I personally use a budget of $50 to begin here, and I see how it optimizes over the first few days to gauge the cost of it. But depending on how fast or how slow you'd like to get results, you can adjust this number to spend more along the lines of what you're comfortable with. I will also duplicate the ad, because sometimes a duplicate ad set, for whatever reason, ends up performing better and has a better cost per result. In this case, the result is followers that we want, than the first ad that you created. So I'll have a few different ads that I've duplicated, all the same exact setup, competing against each other, and after a few days I'll know which one's performing the best and I'll stick with that one. But this is the easiest and the quickest way that I've found to get to 5,000 followers fast within the terms of service, so you can get access to TikTok affiliates. Now, does it cost money? Yes, but it's an investment into a page that will now have access to TikTok affiliates when tons of others now do not, which means you will have a massive advantage, and there's now not that much competition since the barrier to entry is a lot higher. Also, there's a chance that you could get ad credits for TikTok too, depending on your country. I don't believe at the current time period there's any active offers for the US, at least in my experience, to my knowledge. I know there might be for some other countries like South Korea, for example. So everyone I try, at least for me, seems expired or ineligible, but I could be wrong. And if so, if you do know one, comment down below to help everybody else out. Now, that's the first way, right? The paid way, but the fast way. The second way takes a little bit longer. It requires some consistent effort on your part, but it costs a lot less as well. So pick what you're spending, right? Do you want to spend money or do you want to spend time? You have to spend one or the other. Now, I covered this strategy in depth in a previous video, so if you want to learn it, I'll obviously link the how-to and the strategy of that video down in the description if you want to learn more. In short, it's just clipping other people's content using an AI software like Opus Pro or GetMunch or Simplified, which is the one that I recommend to use myself, or anything like that. Now, the idea is to turn YouTube content from other popular people in your niche into shorts using that AI software, and then posting those videos to a page to gain followers and engagement from people clearly interested in said niche. This does take some time, and it does take some consistency on your part to get enough traction and enough followers to become eligible, but I can promise you it does work, simply because you're using other popular people's content that are super recognizable already have a large following, and the specific portions of the video that you'll be posting most likely are not already posted in that specific sequence, clip length, part of the video, etc. to TikTok already. Now, this won't get you to 5,000 followers overnight, obviously, but with some consistency, you can certainly get there. I've done it on 2 separate pages now. The key is, after getting to the 5,000 followers, at that point, you want to stop posting videos like this. You want to then apply to TikTok Shop for Creator, and then once you're accepted, you want to make all of those videos private, and then start making your own UGC content to sell your products after that. You cannot use these videos that we're talking about here to link products and try to sell it. That will not work. That will get your account in trouble. It just gets you there over time, but then you have to stop and make product videos. So those are the 2 strategies that have worked best for me. Any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Really hope this helps.